Hey YouTube, RicoKnows here. Going to talk to you guys about breaking news in the Colorado camp. Just today, I saw it on Twitter. Shout out to this young man. I'm actually taking a tweet from his page here. Jackie Truth or Jack I Truth. Not a lot of followers, but he's always in the know with Colorado, stays on it, and a lot of you guys can stay informed that way. So he has a clip here from DNVR pregame show, and they have an exclusive, and they let you know that Coach Prime at practice broke it down today and announced that Charlie Offerdahl is the new number 2 running back at Colorado. So first and foremost, congratulations to Charlie O. That dude has been playing out of his mind. This is a walk-on who is just balling out of control. Always the 3rd or 4th string running back. They still recruit other running backs. They bring in guys off the transfer portal, the recruiting trail. It doesn't matter. This dude with a terrible mustache just keeps grinding, right? And he plays great. And every time you watch a clip of his on Well Off or wherever, he breaks free. He breaks free. If you go back and watch his game 2 years ago against UCLA, the tape looks good. And I remember watching this young man, and I made a video about him on TikTok. And I said, this is that walk-on everybody wants to cheer for. That, you know, Colorado has a Rudy. But he's not Rudy's size. Like, he's a good-sized running back. Maybe 5'10", 5'11", 200 pounds. So, like, he's not little. He's out there doing the thing. Now, his helmet makes him look little because they got that padded helmet. But this is a good running back. Teammates love him. And he's working hard. So you'll see it all over Twitter where people will be like, congratulations, Charlie, you did it. You're great. And we're excited and we're cheering for him. Now, I want to talk about the reality of the situation, okay? Charlie Offerdahl is probably the worst second-string running back in the Power 4, if not, for sure, the Big 12. All right, so you can celebrate it all you want and praise that young man for his work ethic and everything he's doing, but the reality is Colorado has the worst second-string running back in America, or at least in the Power 4, at least the Big 12, and more importantly, probably the worst running back room in all of the Big 12 outside of BYU. Okay? And I don't want to hear fandom. I don't want to hear you guys talk nothing. I assess talent. I assess players. That's what I do for a living. And when I look at rosters and everything else, Colorado has a glaring issue in that running back room. And there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And don't start talking about Micah Welch. You start telling me about Micah Welch, I'm going to turn your shit off. Because that is a great true freshman. That is a great young man working hard. But even Coach Prime put a walk-on ahead of him. If he's so damn good, he'd be running back number 2 right now. If that's the guy taking reps from Alto and everybody else, he'd be running back number 2, and he's not. Okay, so we got a walk-on at number 2. And the starter isn't some 1,000-yard rusher. The starter's a quick scat back who's getting bigger and slower. Just call a spade, call it what it is. I'm going to show you guys. You guys can get up in arms about it, start slamming on your little phone, get your Twitter fingers ready. I'm keeping it real. So who's in the Big 12? We'll go alphabetical. First team is Baylor. And if you look at Baylor's depth chart, Dominic Richardson here is their starting running back. Dominic Richardson was the leading rusher at Oklahoma State 2 years ago. Transferred in and proved to be the big dog because he's now the starter over Richard Reese. Now, I still expect Richard Reese to hit the transfer portal. If you ask me, Richard Reese has no business staying at Baylor. They're not good to him. He shouldn't be good to them. And if Richard Reese hits the transfer portal, Colorado better call that motherfucker on speed dial. All right? Out of nowhere, Dawson Pendergrass, they have him number 2. I don't know where that's coming from. He is a big, strong running back, was a true freshman last year. I love everything about him. But what I'm trying to tell you is Charlie Offerdahl is nowhere near any of these 3 guys. Baylor has 3 running backs better than Colorado. Real talk. You're talking about Richard Reese over here. I'm talking about a young man. I'm going to close these windows as I go. Richard Reese, as a freshman, 972 yards, almost 5 yards a carry, 14 touchdowns. And he's 3rd string at Baylor, supposedly. I think he's 2nd string. How do you compare the feel-good story of Charlie O to a guy who rushed for 900 yards as a true freshman and 14 touchdowns? What? That's crazy. That's Baylor's running back room has an embarrassment of riches compared to Colorado. Okay, that's one. Now, BYU leaves a lot to be desired. They got L.J. Martin. L.J. Martin's good. Their next running back is Miles Davis. Miles Davis has the right size, 6 foot, 210. He's got the right size, no Diddy. Not much production. Yes, over 5 yards a carry back in 2022. Just kind of on the bench. And what happens here is you were getting opportunities, right? You showed up in 2020. COVID doesn't count. 21 red shirt. 22 finally gets playing. But last year, the reason you don't see a lot of production from this young man, it's not that he's not good. It's that Aiden Robbins came in from UNLV. A 1,000-yard rusher showed up and took his spot. This kid is not bad, though. Okay? This is still a scholarship player. Still very comparable to Colorado's running back room in talent, BYU. The two worst in the whole country, in the whole conference. Don't even talk about anybody else in this conference right now. UCF, starting running back, RJ Harvey. Do you know how many yards RJ Harvey had last year? It's like 1,500. Right? RJ Harvey is top 10 in the country in yards. So who's his backup? Well, Johnny Richardson. Well, how good's Johnny Richardson? We're about to show you. Johnny Richardson, it was 1,400 yards. Johnny Richardson, 87 carries, 573 yards, over 6.5 yards a carry. Complete monster. Yup, didn't give many touchdowns. We got John Rice Plumlee in the red zone. We got RJ Harvey in the red zone. This young man just gets yards. Johnny Richardson is him. He's a beast. Oh, and by the way, their third string running back that they just signed, they just got Miles Montgomery coming over. Better than everybody at Colorado. The third string running back's better than everybody at Colorado. I'm letting you know, UCF, all three of them, better than anything at Colorado. It's crazy what people don't understand the glaring hole here. I'm so excited for Charlie O. Congratulations. Cincinnati. Corey Kiner, you're not better than him. That's a stud running back right there. Stud, what is he, 1,200, 1,100? I know he's over 1,000. Evan Pryor, Ohio State transfer. Just came in. Chance Williams. Where's Chance coming from? Virginia Tech? No, that's Grambling State. My bad. Chance is young. Chance just had his sophomore year. You got to get the hell out of there. Hugh Jackson was your head coach. But Evan Pryor, Ohio State transfer is your second string running back? You guys got a walk on? Come on, bro. Houston, all three running backs are great. Don't even go there. All three Houston running backs can play football. Jenkins and Snead have been doing this for 2 years now. Tony Mathis, once the leading rusher at West Virginia, transferred in last year. All three of these dudes are real. This ain't a problem right here. All three Houston running backs for real. Iowa State, Abu Sama, rushing for almost 300 yards in the snow last year. Got the starting job. Don't get it twisted. They got transfers. They actually have a little guy coming in, and Jalen Jackson. He actually won the starting running back job at EMU last year. That is a speed demon. That is a 10, 500-meter guy. That is a problem. The only reason he had to go to the MAC out of high school is because people were worried about his size. But then he showed up in a big way. All did he. And I'm telling you, Jalen Jackson is a problem. That's your second string running back at Iowa State, Jalen Jackson. Better than Charlie O. And it's not close. Kansas, are you kidding me? They got Devin Neal. Oh, but what about Henshaw? Dude, we don't even need to talk. Devin Neal all by himself makes everything great. But they got everybody. Kansas, no problem. Kansas State, no problem. Joe Jackson is him, man. Wait till you guys see Joe Jackson. And obviously DJ Giddens. Kansas State, no problem in the running back room. Dominant. Oklahoma State, embarrassment of riches, probably one of the best running back rooms in America. And it ain't even Ollie Gordon that I'm excited about. Okay? It's not Ollie Gordon. It's A.J. Green. Speed demon, leaving Arkansas, was going to go to Tulsa, then flip, and now he's going to Oklahoma State. Monsters. Monsters. It's incredible. TCU. Cam Cook can go. There's Trey Sanders. Second string running back at TCU is a former 5-star transfer from Alabama. That's who the second string running back is. Colorado second string running back is Charlie O. They better find somebody in the transfer portal fast. Taj Brooks. Look, Taj Brooks is so good, right? Taj Brooks, I think he's the leading returning rusher in America. Taj Brooks is so good, you guys are going to have nightmares about him. I'm letting you know now. And Cameron Dickey, that third string running back right there, they gave him 4 stars. I did a film review on him on my TikTok channel. I think he's third all time in the history of Austin, Texas high school football rushing. He's so amazing. He's so good. I couldn't believe he wasn't 5-star. I don't know what they're doing. That kid's a problem. All three of these dudes are real. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Texas Tech is loaded in the running back room. West Virginia, are you kidding me? Their second-string running back is C.J. Donaldson. What? Their second-string running back is C.J. Donaldson. Go turn on the tape. Charlie O, feel-good story. C.J. Donaldson. Fucking double-digit touchdowns. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how Colorado, as of right now, is going into next season with the worst running back room in the Big 12, sans BYU. So who's available? Well, obviously, Damon Martinez is an upgrade. I don't think it's a realistic option. Penny Boone wants to be the primary back. Feels right. Henry Parrish going to Ole Miss. Nothing to talk about there. Hayden, that's a backup running back from Ohio. Probably strong enough to show up and do his damn thing. Already grabbed one Ohio kid. Maybe grab another. Don't know. Price, not too excited about. Trent Hallen, a big, powerful running back. Love everything about Trent Hallen. Was going to go to Minnesota, backed out, spent spring ball at Indiana. Make sure he stays academically eligible, and now he's out there. Marquez Cooper, love him, but you already got Dylan Edwards. Similar, same size guy, speed demon, just a little small scat back. I think Marquez Cooper, wherever he goes, is added value to any team in America. That's a good player. Augusta, fine. These are all potential dudes that didn't really do much. Even Aaron Paul, just potential dudes coming out of high school. I'm not too excited about. There's a big bust. Cody Brown, I think initially he went to Tennessee. Maybe, where'd he go after that? Tennessee, Miami, then Virginia. Just been everywhere but the field. Speaking of bust, Thaddeus Franklin, starting at Miami. Had a chance, big guy, not a natural runner though, just a big physical specimen. Kyron Lynch Adams, missed out on him. That's a very good running back, leaving UMass going to Ohio State. It's not a typo. Leaving UMass going to Ohio State. Jaden Nixon, not a natural runner, but a speed demon. Was third string running back at Oklahoma State. Now I don't know what he's going to do. His parents are track people. He should be a track guy. Everybody else, it just repeated the list again. Nobody else really sticks out to me all that much. As far as upgrades go, Barberin can play. Jalen Barberin, that's third string running back out of Michigan State. He can play a little bit. There's Chance Black. Oh, Jay Ducker. Used to like him a lot. Used to like Jay Ducker. Went to Memphis. Man, Sutton, he'll take your lunch money, bro. Just letting you know. But Jay Ducker, where did he come from initially? Where was it? Middle Tennessee State? No. I'm not even going to click on it because I already know. Northern Illinois. He transferred from Northern Illinois. Yep, Northern Illinois to Memphis. He was the leading rusher at Northern Illinois, or one of the stars, but he's a little guy. And then he just got caught up in the mix because Memphis was not playing. Memphis went out and got the kid from ODU last year, and then they found Sutton in their recruiting. And then they just signed the kid from South Carolina, Newberry, Division II transfer Mario. So it loaded running back room in Memphis, left Ducker out, but that's a very good player. He's just small. They already have a guy like that. Damian Moore, former Cal running back. I think he was dealing with injuries, ended up at Fresno State last year. Now he's just out there. The starting running back for Middle Tennessee State was Frank Peasant last year. Very underwhelming in production, but there he is. He's available. Former starting running back. Don't know much about Josh Berry, but I know he was in a crowded running back room and couldn't do the damn thing. Love Mike Washington Jr. He's better than anybody at Colorado right now. Mike Washington Jr. is better than anybody at Colorado, and he's going from Buffalo to UMass. That is a big running back. That's an NFL caliber running back, and people aren't paying attention. I'm just letting you know. O'Shawn Allison, the backup running back at Ohio, that's not bad. Being the backup running back at Ohio is not bad because Say Bangor was the starter. This kid can play. We watch him play on weekdays. Pay attention. Watch MAC action football. Okay? Dominic Thomas, leaving Georgia State. Not really. He never played there. He was a former preferred walk-on at Clemson. Then hit the portal, got a bunch of Division I offers, and decided to go to Georgia State. But he ran into a beast at Georgia State, and realized, man, there's levels to this. I can't play at Georgia State. I can't. They got a kid from Maine who took my lunch money, so he's leaving. Cool. I hope he gets picked up. Star Thomas, a little too slow. JUCO transfer running back, and the cupboards bear. Oh, Van Schild, former walk-on at Colorado State. Good-sized kid. Leading rusher at Colorado State last year. Probably Charlie O template type dude. Very similar. Dude, that's it. There ain't a whole lot of upgrades. You got to make magic with what you got. They better figure it out. Colorado's running back room is anemic. Shout out to Michael Welch. I hope he gets his chance. I hope they shine. But they are not comparable to the rest of the Big 12. They look like a group of 5 running back room at best. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows.